Hyperion Rail here once again in No Man's Sky. We are back with 1.51. This is the patch that released just today. Was already on its way out when I was already making bug videos, so it fixed a couple of the bugs I talked about, but it also added whole new ones. Before we get into that, one thing that I was really excited for when I read the patch notes before the game came out was that they talked about, or before the patch came out, was that they talked about a note in there saying that they would fix ships that changed. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know that there was a big deal that a lot of my ships changed. Changed into weird ships with weird names and all this other stuff, but most of them kept the same name but were a different ship. That was sort of rectified. Because as you can see here, now my S-Class ships are back to normal. Rufio now makes sense because he has the 3 mohawks like Rufio from Hook. And Zapdos also makes sense because he looks like he's got the head of Zapdos from Pokemon. As for the other ships, they remained the same. My Silverhawk here still has this big gratuitous tumor coming out at the front of it. And the other 2 ships, well, you'll notice if you've ever followed any of my previous videos, Hornet looks a little bit much like itself. Kind of looks like it's back to normal. Well, that's not because of the update. I actually found the old Hornet, found the ship in the design it was supposed to be in, and bought a new one. And not only that, I bought it at an upgrade. It's now an A-class with more slots, so yeah. As for the mysterious Eagle of Madness, it has been replaced with what I can only call the Milano XD, because, Milano DX for deluxe, because it looks like the Milano, shaped like the Milano, colored like the Milano, but it's bigger. Which is kind of funny because it's actually not bigger, it's actually smaller. I'm not going to get in it because I don't want to switch starships right now, but it's actually quite a few slots smaller, and it probably would have been if I had stuck around to find an A-class or an S-class in it, but I just wanted rid of that silly Eagle of Madness that's been in there. But Zapdos is back. I'm happy for that. This actually is like all that really mattered because of all the ships in my garage here, that would have been probably the hardest to replace. The S-Class exotics are always the hardest to replace. I didn't care too much about Rufio because this was honestly an S-Class exotic that I had set aside intentionally only because of its weird design, but I very much intended to replace it. As soon as I found a different S-Class ship design, preferably one of the squid-looking ones, I was gonna do away with this ship. So the biggest reason why you can see right there. In fact, I discovered that you can't craft in your craftable area up there because of those wings. It actually tells me that my ship is blocking me when I try to craft. I'll even show you. See if I can get in there. So that's kind of a weird bug. We're gonna start off with a few bugs here actually. So that's a weird bug. Also, for a lot of people have been asking me, how do you get your base cash back from your old freighter and everything like that? I got some good news and I got some bad news. That was part of the patch. It is actually an item you can build. It's in equipment, and it's under where you can see the landing pad here, permanent equipment, and it's right here. For some reason, you can build more than one, but what you can't do... Oh, you can delete it. Okay, I couldn't delete it before, so I was thinking that was kind of peculiar. But this is good, because I want to delete it, because there's really no use for it anymore. But once you build it, there's the bad news. The bad news is it didn't necessarily have all my stuff in it. In fact, it had very little in it. It had iron and more iron and more iron, and that's it. I do know that on my old freighter, pretty much the only thing I had built on it was storage containers. But I did have a market built on it, and I did have a few other things built on it. And the materials I got back from placing the storage cache were not what I needed to make all the same stuff again. So little bit of an issue there where I don't think you get back exactly what went into it. I have not tried base building yet, so I can't say for sure whether the base building is a little different, because it seems like they put more focus on that. I do have some hydroponics going because, well, I'm kind of running out of money. I said in a previous video I need to be careful about my spending, and boy do I, because buying all the frigates that I come across and upgrading my Hornet back into an A-class ship was a little expensive. So, need to start getting that cash flow going again, and since I don't have a base, I figured I might as well get the hydroponics at least going. And then only to find out that making the plants is not as easy as it was before. Now you need all these weird materials to make all the plants. You don't just need the plant to make the material. Now you need things that come from the same planets that the plants grow on, which, to be fair, makes sense. It does make sense because it might be to replicate the soil in which they grow. But it is a little bit of a frustration because now I've got to go on. I don't get to just start over. I have to actually put work in to get back to where I was. I can deal. It's a reason to play the game, so I can't complain there. But definitely needed to get this started right away and get those going because I am going to be short on cash, if you know what I mean. So, with that, let's talk about our next bug. And this isn't something I really have anything to explain about. I just want to show it off. But as you can see in my freighter here, which I'm trying desperately to keep empty of inventory, I have a warp cell in there, and I also have my hyperdrive, which is 100%. But if I go over here to the little freighter warp map and try to warp away, you can see in the lower left corner it says hyperdrive has no fuel. So I can't warp with my freighter right now for some reason. So this is a pretty big bug. And I didn't want to make this video necessarily a bugs video, sticking with the Let's Play motif, but I just really wanted to address this stuff right off the bat, so in case I want to send this video to Hello Games, they don't have to sit through an hour of video before I talk about this stuff. And I'm really trying hard to stop posting hour-long Let's Plays, but this game is so hard to keep things quick. It takes so long, especially right here. I'm having to run back and forth. Yes, I can cut all this out. And the trick to that is teaching myself to stop talking while I walk. But that's also sort of the best time for me to talk, because when I'm doing anything action-packed or exciting, I kind of tend to clam up a bit. So, yeah. That's all really to update. I have been playing the game all day. My girlfriend was home all day, so I kind of felt weird talking into this microphone instead of to her, so I kind of waited until the last minute today to start really recording this video, but I did a lot. I've done a lot. As you can see, I've upgraded my ships and everything. That could have been fun video, but it really wasn't all that exciting. To get this ship was basically me standing on a trade platform for an hour waiting for each one to keep landing so that I could keep finding the best and best and best one, and eventually the A-class landed, and I thought, you know what, that's good enough. I don't need to wait here for the slim chance of an S-class version landing. We're gonna stick with the A-class and be happy with it. But let's see if maybe I can at least take off and warp with the Milano, who should have a full hyperdrive. I have been messing with upgrades and stuff like that. It seems like, and we're gonna find out here, it seems like you can no longer buy blueprints for upgrades. I can't say for sure, but it looks like you can't buy blueprints for upgrades anymore. That you only buy blueprints for the initial item, the weapon and the utility, like a shield or a laser or something, and then all the upgrades to improve that item you buy as modules. You buy as pre-constructed modules at the space station, which I covered in a previous video. And we still have that wonderful sound bug. That didn't get fixed in the patch. I'm not sure if that's just because I'm running on a normal PlayStation and not going PlayStation Pro, but honestly, it shouldn't matter. But at least I got video again. I don't know if there was a while there where this video wouldn't play. The third person video wouldn't play. It would just go black screen for me. And so, yeah. So we got this cool video now finally working on my end. I really wish I knew. A lot of the patch notes seem to not pertain to me. It pertained mostly to stuff like crashes that could happen if you did a perfect sun and moon line up in the right orbit kind of thing, and suddenly you can no longer it just crashes your game, I guess. So it wasn't really too much in the ways of bugs. They did fix the thing where in Minecraft the Hornet, which was only showcased in a in my bug report video, that you can't, that the cockpit kept closing and opening and closing and opening and closing. It was a very strange thing. It just kept repeatedly opening and closing. So they did fix that. And they did fix, obviously, the S-Class ships. And it did say in the patch notes that S-Class ships would no longer look differently. Didn't say anything else about all the other ships, even though Silverhawk, which still looks different, was an S-Class ship. It's just not an S-Class exotic ship. But that being said, let's talk about something that I discovered. This is, might be news to some of you. Might be cool to some of you. And for the rest of you, you'll be like, yeah, we knew this. So what? But I thought it was cool. And so I wanted to show it off, and I wanted to show everybody a little thing I discovered. You can land on your frigates. And when you do, they give you this fun little, like, check-in with you. And I don't know what any of that means. Oh, it says collect cargo. Okay. Cool. So you can, I'm gonna do a little something real quick here. Sounds really loud to me. I don't know how it sounds to you, and sometimes I know that when I go back to edit, I realize that the sound effects are way louder than my voice. But, yeah, so you can land on your frigate and get a little, update on stuff. I'm not sure what it does for the different classes of frigate. But also, you can get out. You can get out and stand in space. I'm not sure how this is possible, and no, I have not tried jumping over the rails. I do not want to. Maybe if I had the ability to clear my inventory before doing so, I might want to give it a try, but nope, not gonna try that. But I'm in space! I'm walking around in space. How cool is that? And yes, you can actually go inside your frigates. Again, some of you might already know this, but if you don't know this, you gotta check it out. And all the frigates are different. So it's really cool. There's a ladder. Where does this go? Oh, they changed the ladder mechanic in this game. We're going on an adventure, guys, but we're gonna walk around on the outside of my frigate here. Now, there's a lot of terminals and stuff in them. Oh, geez, is there seriously nothing here? I walked up. Don't make me walk down that ladder again. Thank you. Anyways, so you can also go inside them. Oh, there's the door. Yeah, so there's just some stuff in it. Nothing really exciting. But still cool. It's a really cool environment. I haven't discovered anything within them that, like, there's a terminal here. It seems like it's something you could do. I have heard stories that people have gone into multiplayer and they've convinced their friends to... Why can't I walk any further? Apparently there's an invisible wall right here. So, I've heard stories online that... please tell me that wall's not here. Okay, good. People have sent friends of theirs to land on their frigates, being like, hey guys, look, it's so cool, you can land on the frigate, go land on mine. And they land on the frigate, and while they've landed on it, they will send their friends off into a quest. And apparently it actually does take your friends away. They warp out with the ship. So this is a kind of a cool... Why? There's an invisible wall again. Okay. That's very clearly a door I could walk through, but... Anyways, that's usually what's inside of them, is just this stuff, the terminals and all that. Nothing too fancy. You can get into it, like, that was kind of cool going in that door and seeing the reactor core kind of looking thing and all that. But other than that, yeah, there's not much to do on them, but when you do land on them, you get a little information. So for the sake of interest, ow, why, what did I hit? For the sake of interest, let's go find one of my more different ships. I think one of these is my new assault class ship. I think it's that one right there. Some of them I've seen have landing platforms on the side like this. Others have it on the top, where you have to kind of land inside of it. Neat. Land inside of it and in the center. So yeah, there's just sort of different designs, but it's just weird that I'm in space walking around. Like, I almost wonder if I could... You can't pull your gun out, but it'd be cool if you could mine that asteroid. Which seems like it might be going a little bit towards the fan theory that they are going to eventually add space transport. Now, every one of them has this computer. They has this, like, one computer that seems to be at a central point. Are those bullets? Those weapons? Because this is my fighter. Because you can have Explorer, Miner, or Fighter class, and it's all about, like, different quests. Recommend different ones. But, I don't know, I just thought this was really neat. It's not a really big feature that you can do much with, and you'll get bored with it really quick. But still worth checking out for just a little bit of a more of an environment edition. I'm kind of regretting going down these steps here. Okay, that just goes underneath. Yeah, all of them seem like you can get to, like, what seems like the engine. Now, one question I have about this, about that terminal, though, and the fact that you can access, like, the reactor core here and this terminal is... Hello? Is, okay, that's odd. Anyways, is your frigates can be damaged in quests, and I actually lost my first frigate, which was an excellent fighter class. It was like an A-class fighter. And I kept sending out the quests thinking nothing bad will happen, and it got destroyed. So kind of sucks. On that note, there does not seem to be any way that I can find to get rid of a frigate once you have one. So that could be your only option to get rid of them, is to maybe send them out and intentionally hope they get destroyed. This is something I wanted to test, but all my other frigates are out on a quest right now, and why do I keep hitting it? Also, these navigation datas, I'm getting just overburdened with them, and I have no idea what to do with them. It seems like those are just ways to unlock points of interest, and they seem to be also replacing the bypass chip from the previous game. Am I still on the land? No, I took off. If you go to a landing platform, they have the little terminal where you used to be able to call your ship. It used to require a bypass chip. Now it will use those navigation coordinates. Yeah, so I don't want to get rid of them. That's the point I was trying to say. Is I feel like I don't want to get rid of those just yet because they're kind of useful. But they're just everywhere. I'm kind of like... that and a bunch of resources that I don't know what to do with. Namely, it's really annoying that when you got pure ferrite, you cannot make it into ferrite dust, at least in any way that I have discovered. The refiner only makes it into magnetized ferrite and turns magnetized ferrite back into pure ferrite. There are other materials that you can turn into ferrite dust, and they're a bit difficult to understand. Another one that's been difficult is copper, because most of the copper I find is actually activated copper, and there's no way to turn activated copper into regular copper and vice versa. But activated copper can't be used on recipes that require copper, and as you can see, the icons and everything seem exactly the same, but they are two different materials. And even when you're mining them, and it's kind of hard to tell which one you're mining until you start collecting it. So that's a little frustration. I'm also still having the issue where when I try to buy a freighter, it doesn't let me swap from my freighter. Oh, rusted metal will get you ferrite dust. That's one of the things that if you put it in the refiner, it'll give you ferrite dust. But yeah, I can't swap inventories on my freighter whenever I come across a new freighter I want to buy. It just outright sells me the freighter and just wipes mine from existence. So I want to find... I just got that notification that there was a suitable base location, but I don't seem to see it anywhere. But I want to find it because there's a quest now. I think maybe I have to activate the quest to rebuild my base. And what is that noise? What's... Okay, so I don't know where that this if it before... No, is that what the noise was? You know what? Fine, I can take you now. I'll alert the authorities, but that didn't do anything last time. All right, let's do this. I want to point out what? Hostile ships were not defeated. They are very much still attacking me. I did get my phase beam pretty decently upgraded. That being said, I'm still a terrible shot with it. I gotta turn the volume down. It's really loud in my ear. There we go. That's better. Now I can hear myself talk. But, well, I can do something about that. Yeah. But anyways, in the previous game, before Next was released, Did I just piss off the authorities? Oh, is that my frigate? Holy crap, I think that's my frigate. I think it finally... Maybe I just needed a battle frigate. I was saying that, I was wondering how you get your frigates and freighters to assist in battle. But I think that's because I didn't have a battle frigate. So now that I have a battle frigate, looks like he finally came to assist. That's kind of cool. I don't know when that happened, and I don't know if it's a result of using the defense chit. But all the same, I'm not going to finish what I was saying until after this battle. I know I've like started talking about this one subject and then I get distracted. My ADD is awful when it comes to Let's Plays. That's why I don't like doing Let's Plays. But yeah, the little topic about base building I'll get into in a second. Part of the problem with the base building is I don't want to build a base until I found a good planet, and then every planet I've landed on has been like just so trying to kill me. So trying to kill me. And I don't mean the creatures are bad or the sentinels are bad. I mean the weather. The weather in every planet is just devastating me right now. It's like I have yet to find a hospitable planet. Where's the enemy? That's a good guy. That's a good guy. That's a good guy. That's a good guy. Is that a bad guy? Is the battle over? I guess I don't get an enemies defeated because I already defeated the enemies. What is that weird distortion in the background too? What is up with that? I don't know if that's picking up or if it's my headphones. But let's see, low atmosphere planet. That's it's not a good sign. That usually means that there's just it's a barren planet, which is usually a safe planet. But what's this one? We're looking for a really nice, happy, miasmic. That means poisonous planet. So freezing planet. So great. Nothing here either. Nothing. Oh, what's the? Oh, the ringed planet might be nice. I have noticed that every solar system so far has had one ringed planet. I'm glad they added ringed planets, but you don't have to have one in every solar system. I mean, it's meant to be like maybe a wonder to find. Apparently that scan didn't work. High temperature planet. Yeah, it's really hard to find a hospitable planet now in this game. So I think the least... Oh, hello. Who are you? You were hidden over there in the corner. Radiated planet. Well, to be fair, I do need uranium. And what about you? So we're coming up on the very pretty blue, but apparently irradiated planet. And I think one way or another, I'm building a base here. I don't like it. I don't want it. I'm going to get out and see what it's like. But I think it's just going to be that case. It would be really fun to build one on one of these things. I do have to say. We're going to land on this one. Oh, that noise finally stopped. Oh, thank God. No, oh, it's back. It's back. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's creatures on here. That's cool. Alright. Whoop. Skip that. I don't need to know everything. What is that noise? Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to go ahead and reload my game. Hopefully that... Alright, that's better. No more noise. No more fizzling noise in the background. I don't know what that was or what caused it. Oh, come on! What is that? That's so bizarre. Let me try one other thing here. Did that really fix it? I knew that it started once I selected that mission, but really? That was one of the updates to the game was a tutorial about how to get your base stuff back. So that's really why I wanted to do this now. So let's go ahead and see about getting this started, because this is what you need to make, I think, the beginning of a base. I'm assuming base computer. So let's find out. Okay. Alright, let's claim base. Oh, Nelly! So, I have claimed this floating rock as my first base. So let's build something on it. Well, the easiest way to start is always one of these. Does it say I can or can't build it? I can't tell if it's red or green. Looks like it's green. I don't like the idea of placing it in the ground like that. I have a feeling that's gonna... Well, you know what? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if you place it in the ground. Or better yet, I know. We'll actually use these things, because these things are always... They've always been there, but there hasn't been really a purpose for them. I kind of see why they exist now. So, we're going to put that on there. Cool. And I bet I can't build it, but we always want to try to do it. Nope. I have glass, just not on my person right now. It's in storage. But, alright. So, we've built that. Nope. I want a door. Apparently I can go ahead and make that. We have a door, and we definitely need some sort of I guess we don't need some sort of ladder. We're good. So, alright, I have a base. Now what? So, what I'm assuming here is structures. We're going to go in here, we're going to go to that, and we're going to find this. This is what's supposed to have your old base in it. I can only build one, and it's just in the center of this thing, which is rather obnoxious. It used to be up against the wall, but apparently this is the only place I can build it. So for the sake of things, oh, I can build the teleporter. That's cool. For the sake of things, this is purely for experimentation. All the things I've built are not hard to build, so I could build them again. I'm not gonna get into crazy stuff like building the this, but let's build this and let's see what's inside. Oops, wrong button. Nothing. Absolutely nothing is inside this. So there you go. There's my old base. It's gone. I just had an idea though. But hey, my first base exists. Can I undo it? Can I get rid of it? I do find it. Uploading will overwrite any previous uploaded base for this planet. Okay, well, I did notice that you can pick that up. So what happens if you pick it up? Not okay, then why is that an option? I guess it's you can pick it up if you decided not, like you placed it at the wrong spot or you changed your mind. But let's see what happens if I go ahead and destroy all of that, because I don't particularly care. Is there a way? Delete base. Okay. Alright, so I will note I just saw something interesting in there. Oh, so you're just gone now. You're gone, and I don't. But it did look like it carved out a part of the world there. So I guess I'm wrong about that. But I was gonna see if that maybe was the case. But for those asking how you get your base back, I can't say for sure how you do it, but I can tell you that's not how you do it. So, interesting. So we're going to try another method here. So, I'm trying to remember why I was here, and it is to get to the... Oh, hello. Hi. Do you have something for me? Oh, son of a... Oh! It'd be really nice if I knew where you use those. But we're trying to go to the teleporter. Really rocking that pink there, bud. I do like that the entities, they're all very unique and colorful, but whoa, walked right past it. So let's walk through the Stargate here and see what happens. Alright. No, that base does not exist anymore. It does nice that it tells me that there are some missions that I didn't finish at these locations. But definitely my old base is gone. Probably didn't do me any favors that I placed that one down. But yeah, apparently my old base is just lost. Doesn't seem like I can get any of the materials back. I don't know what I can say about that. I don't know if I did anything wrong. I want to see if maybe in the log it says locate a new base site. I did that, but I didn't get anything new from it. But then again, it wasn't my land on a suitable planet and scan to reveal potential base locations. Perform a restoration by seeking appropriate sites and requesting schematic reconstruction. And yep, that quest, which is new. This is a 1.5 5.1 update. I guess this was to answer everybody's questions about how to get back to their old base. Is bugged all to heck. So let's turn that off, and we'll figure something else out. All right, we're on a totally different planet, and here we go. We got some sodium. I think that's really all it was required that I didn't have. Now, this is a much better planet. In fact, this planet, regardless of what happens here, I'm probably going to build my first base officially when I got this nice... Oh, butterflies. Okay, you guys just made it official. This is where my base is going to be. Except for I can't scan you. What's up with that? Now, if you're excited to see butterflies, these were actually an old update from the Atlas Rises game, but they were very hard to find and very rare. Some were so small, they were almost impossible to see. I still can't scan you guys. I don't know what... There it goes. Guess I got to be just the right range. Oh, dang it. My goodness. Who knew this would be the biggest excitement of the game right here is, will he scan the butterflies? And the answer is no, he won't. I give up. Okay, so as I was saying, we got some lovely beachfront property right here. So, boy, I'm gonna have to remember that next time I'm buying upgrades that life support is the only thing I need right now, because that thing does not last. But we got some great waters to look out upon here. This whole planet is just gorgeous. So definitely this is where we're gonna live. This is where my real base is. But we don't want to make my actual base yet. I'll give you guys one more chance. We want to find my old base, which was on a planet similar to this, actually, in the previous game. Very similar to this planet. And this is a life-flourishing planet, or something like that, or a flourishing planet, which is usually a good sign. They still might have storms that want to kill me, but at least they're not happening every 30 seconds like they were on all the other planets. But what we're going to try to build here is this guy, signal booster, because I believe this guy, I need a metal plating. Oh boy, can you fit in there? Good. All right, so we're gonna make a metal. Gotta find a rock. Whoa, that was night quickly. Can you go away? I need to break a rock real quick. Yeah, I knew you'd get mad. I knew it. Buzz off. By the way, I've finally seen the new Sentinels, and you know what? I'm just not even going to spoil it for you. You should go piss off some Sentinels. It's fun. It's real fun, guys. So, I can build the signal booster now. Next thing I'd probably want to build is one of those rovers, but we'll go ahead and place that down, because usually, if I remember correctly, these give you the ability to scan for base locations. Granted, that's before the update. Oh, hey, that's what that's for. Okay, alright, cool. There we go. Perfect. I think that better tell me what I need to know. No! That is not what I wanted to know. We're doing this again. So yeah, I guess, so apparently that is exactly what happened, is they've replaced the defense chits with those navigational datas, which is, hope you can make those. Wait. What did that say? That said, locate nearby structures. Oh, you're just going to tell me everything, aren't you? Great. Drop pods are no use to me. Alright, let's try this again. One drop pod coordinate. But I just found a drop pod. Why would... outpost, transmission tower, but no... Inhabitable base. Ugh, hopefully the... Yeah, okay, so we gotta deal with that noise. Let's try... whoa, 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 hello. You friendly? Doesn't seem... It doesn't say he's dangerous, but it usually never does. Let's see if I can pick this up. Oh, sweet. That's awesome. Alright, seems like the storm's lightening up a little bit, but not quite. Oh, hello. Well, hope you're friendly. But, I like this little, like, alcove right here. This little, plus they got these little dudes wandering around, and they look pretty cool. Walking around on their two legs. I'm gonna feed him real quick. You wanna be my buddy? You're my buddy now. Oh, are all your buddies? Oh, hello. Are they all... Oh, God, oh, hi. You want some too? Alright. Hello. I wanted a pet. I adopted a family. Okay. Right on. Yes. All right. Well, you guys. Oh. Did you poop? Did you poop? You're a good boy. You pooped, didn't you? I can't pick it up. Copyright. So I have a funny theory, and I'm gonna point this out here. So copyright is poop, and Sean Murray probably has a bit of a sense of humor, because if you read about copyright wherever it went, let's see, copyright, a foul-smelling compound that can be harvested from the copyright flower or from fecal matter of some species. I guess that's the British spelling of fecal. Creatures can be fed to encourage the formation of copyright crystals. That's not what it used to say. That's not what it used to say. But I don't remember what it used to say. But there are a lot of in-jokes with a lot of their materials, and it used to kind of insinuate that it was inspired by the copyright scandal that No Man's Sky went through with Sky Media. And with Sky Media, I know that there's other terms for copyright, and copyright might be just an accurate term for poop, but I always like to think it's funny that maybe he was poking fun at how the whole lawsuit with Sky Media over the term Sky in No Man's Sky was a little bit of a alien shit, you know? Was kind of stupid, kind of bull. So I always thought that was a theory, just a game theory, as that one guy says. It's only a theory. But let's get started on this little base here. So this is going to be officially where I live. So let's... And chromatic metal. Boy, do I have a lot of that. You get that from smelting copper, or there's several, or any of the coppers, activated copper. Also, those other ones, cadmium, emerald, indium. But it's interesting because it says cadmium, emerald, and indium still exist in this game, but those were very much in my storage containers. So if you saw my video where I placed the storage containers and all they had in them was iron, it's kind of peculiar. So, alright, let's see how I want to do this. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I guess I gotta claim this as my base. Excuse me, little guy. Uh-oh. Why did that say inventory full? Let's get rid of some stuff here. You go to the starship. You go to the starship. Because you guys will be doubled up. Why did you say inventory full? Huh. Huh. That worries me because I worry that maybe it was telling me uh, that oh, that's kind of cool. I know that they said they had a herd mechanic with the animals now, and this is kind of the first time I've actually seen it. And I'm gonna guess that is a hostile creature, which I have to kill one of those right now. It is a hostile creature. So that's kind of a quest right now, is to kill a hostile creature. So in the butt. Oh, don't get mad at me. So it's self-defense. It's coming right for me. Well, that was a very undignified way for you to die, I have to say. All right. So we're going to try, I guess, what is basic compounds? Is this like, oh, I can literally just arc this stuff and make my own, like, huh. Well, you know what? I don't have any carbon, but a little shack on the beach does sound mighty nice right now. There's a roof. Wow, they really did completely change this. But carbon's not hard to get. Oh, fine, I'll analyze you first. If you analyze the plants, you'll get a secondary element out of them. This can be good or bad because... Oh, I got a star bulb for knocking down a tree. And star bulbs, if you can find a planet with star bulbs to build your base, those are really useful when it comes to making good items to sell. So you definitely would, it would behoove you to build on a planet with star bulbs. So these are just a wooden shack, huh? Well, we're going to get a wooden shack going. This is going to be my little beach bungalow, you know? Right here. We're going to go 4 on this. I know that one problem I used to have with the game... No. Okay, good. I got lucky there. Is, it used to be really easy for you to, really quickly fill up, your base... limit. There was a definite limit to what you could do in your base, and it would fill up so fast. By the time you got everything built that you swear you absolutely have to have built to make your base useful, you would be done. You know, you get enough planters for all the plants you need. You get enough. You get all the everything, you know. And it was always about the time I was like, okay, let's start decorating. As soon as I was like, let's start decorating the base, that's when there would be a problem. So let's get this bungalow fixed and fixed up, and then I will call this an episode, and you will see Hyperion's bungalow, and it won't be much, but it's the start of a whole new world for me. A new location to call home. And wait for patch 1.52 so that maybe that little thing... Wow, I'm still able to build way out here? Do you just claim the planet? I know they said it was bigger. Can I please scan you? Oh yay, oh yay, oh yeah. No! I won't kill you out of frustration, but I am frustrated. Just want you to know. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Alright. Alright, so is that the only option for a roof? Because that's kind of unattractive. Oh, I need metal for that. Okay, well, that's easy. Whoop. Probably gonna need another tree before I can finish this, but we're gonna see. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I just accidentally built one outside. Because that's really easy to do when you have that really floaty... Cool. Oh, right. Can't jump when you're in the inventory screen. So, I am now safe and sound from the weather in my little bungalow here, all by myself. Safe and sound. Got a lovely view of the ocean. And while I sit here and sip on Mai Tais and relax my feet in the water, I'm going to bid you guys adieu. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in another video, and I should have a huge base built and functional by then, hopefully, or I'll just record me struggling to build it. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you another time. Bye-bye!